I want to say a big welcome to all of you. My name is Dr. KOA, Dr. Kweku Ohinia. I am a senior lecturer in the University of Ghana. I'm a visiting professor in Warwick University in the UK and a visiting professor in Stellenbosch University in South Africa. I'm also an expert in artificial intelligence and data analytics. I model the behavior of companies and allow them to increase their efficiency and productivity. That's what I do. I'm an academic, but I'm a businessman as well. I own my own business, my own company, which is known as the Shipiner Global Institute. It is a consulting company, and also it is a mind mentoring company. Okay. I am going to share with you this opportunity of a lifetime that will help you to turn your dreams into a reality. It will. And I'm saying this because within a period of just 3 months, it has turned my life around in a way that I couldn't even believe in the first place it was going to do. We all have dreams. We used to have big dreams when we were children. Our dreams was like that. But when we started getting our jobs and looking at our salaries, our dreams started shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And so we stopped dreaming. So these days, if you talk to somebody who is 40 years and above, the person says, oh, well, what am I going to do? I'm already old in life. I don't have anything else to do. But you want to begin to dream. You want to continue to dream because you want to send your children to one of the good schools. You want to travel around the world to places that you see in James Bond movies. You want to live a life you were created to have. And GotBackup is here to help everybody get that dream achieved. GotBackup. What is that? It is a US company. It began in 1997 in Quebec, Canada. Then it relocated to San Antonio, Texas, okay, with a 10,000 square feet data center. Now you can see some of the data center. We have a beautiful video where the CEO, Joel Therion, is explaining the power of the PCI compliance of the data stream. Joel Therion and Mike Podgate, these gentlemen are regular guys who have been pioneering the technology industry. You see, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, most of the multi-billion-dollar industries are in the tech industry. Facebook does not own a laptop or a phone, and yet is a multi-billion-dollar, over $100 billion a year in the tech industry, technology industry. Google is a multi-billion industry in the tech industry. Amazon is in the technology. They are now producing drones in the tech industry. Look, the world of data technology is increasing at a phenomenal rate, whether you agree with it or not. Netflix, Zoom, all of these are in multi-billion-dollar industry. They are increasing, they are rising at a phenomenal rate. And the rate at which they are going is scary. If you say that I don't care about it, you will be swept away. Why am I saying that? Because there was Nokia some time ago. There was Ericsson some time ago. There was BlackBerry some time ago. You remember those ones? Where is Nokia? Nokia did not want to go into the touchscreen environment of a smartphone. When iPhone came, Samsung started copying them and copying them. I remember the days of the Samsung Omnia. Nokia sat on the back. I don't care what's happening. I don't care what's happening. And they started, because Nokia was a champion in phones. Today, Nokia is dead. Nokia is no more. So when the world is advancing, you don't sit down and say that I'm not going to be part of it. Digital assets is ruling the world. AI is ruling the world. And so you got to be on the page. And technology is changing the face of the world. And GotBackup is in the technological industry. Come on. The next 1 year, 2 years, GotBackup will change the phase of technology, of data, of AI. I'm telling you, and I'm going to show you proof of that. The reason why GotBackup is there now and it's rising faster, currently we are in 120 countries. GotBackup started just in April 2023. April 2023. Are you joking? And today is already in what? 120 countries. Venezuela just joined. Why is GotBackup a big deal? Let me tell you why. The reason is because currently there are about 7 billion smartphones in the world. Some people are using 2 smartphones, some are using 3 smartphones. Okay, and anybody who is using a smartphone will need something. They will need a software. Why? From 2011, the mobile penetration was 6%. Today, it is 60%. So the rate at which people are using the mobile phone is skyrocketing. And therefore, anything you bring to be used by the phone, to be used by the laptop, to be used by the iPad, you will shine. People are not just using the phone, they are addicted to the phone. 88% of people will go back home if they should forget their phone out. 73% of people use their phone in the toilet. People are addicted. In fact, parents cannot talk to their children because they are all using phones. People are texting people in the same room. 66% of people are texting the people in the same room. WhatsApp. People speak to this machine more than they speak to their spouses. You can't control it. And therefore, whatever you bring that this thing needs, you do well. 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone. 5,700 screens are cracked every 1 hour. You know what that means? It means that people are trying to protect the cover of the phone, but they are not protecting the inside of the phone. When you lose your phone or your laptop, the first thing the person will say that my problem is not even the phone or the laptop. My problem is with the information I have there. So what if I can help that person to save the information? Don't you get some of these things? iCloud is full, storage is almost full, and all of this requires that we find a way. That's a first trend. It's a breaking news. The second breaking news is that everybody is doing something in addition to their job. Let me tell you a secret, ladies and gentlemen. If you are here and you are not doing something in addition to your salary job, you are doomed. That moment can slap you left and right. COVID-19 has slapped a lot of people. They didn't have backups. And so many people have plummeted. Some have to use all the money they have to take care of their parents, all the money they have to deal with their health. On a Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 35%. People are doing jobs they don't like. They're going to bosses they don't like. But they have to do it because that's the only option. They don't have backups. Look, YouTube is paying people. YouTube is paying people. And you are using YouTube and you're not going to be paid. No way, don't do that to your life. Facebook is paying people $1 million a year, $500,000 a year, $4,000 a month. And you are using Facebook and you're getting zero. Are you kidding me? People are using Instagram and they're getting paid every day. I know a guy who's getting paid every day $550 every day. And you're using Instagram and you're not getting paid. Are you kidding me? Why do you have this same thing he's having? You see, GotBackup helps us to be able to make income from using this. What is GotBackup? Number one, GotBackup allows everybody who is, see, when you use iCloud, which is from iPhone, or you use Dropbox, or use Google Drive, this is what happens. You are paying $120 every year for 2 terabytes. But if you use GotBackup, you are paying just $100, not $120, $100 for 6 terabytes. If iCloud will give you that 6 terabytes, you have to pay $360. So GotBackup is cheaper and you still get more space. But it's not all. There are 11 more benefits that GotBackup gives. For example, iCloud will not allow you to have multiple accounts on that single user. GotBackup will allow you to have multiple accounts. So your 6 terabytes, you can share. You can give 1 terabyte to your brother, 1 terabyte to your sister, and keep the 4 terabytes. Or you can give 1 more of the 4 terabyte to your uncle. You can share the space. I'm not talking about the files, your space. If you use iCloud on your iPhone, it is only stuck to the iPhone. You see, one thing about iPhone is that they are very restricted. So you are using the the iPhone, and the iPhone will not allow you to use the iCloud on an Android phone. GotBackup, you can use it on an iPhone. You can use it on an Android phone. You can use it on Linux computer. You can use it on Windows phone and Windows computer. You can use it on any operating system. That's what we are talking about. But there's more. You see, the service that is providing are services that you will need anyway. Somebody might be saying that, but I don't think I'll need this. I don't even have pictures. I don't even have videos. Then you don't understand how the world is going. Your phone is growing at a phenomenal rate with pictures and video. When people send you WhatsApp and you click on the WhatsApp will go into your memory, your storage. Your data is building up. It's only a matter of time, boom. And then you have to go and delete information. GotBackup gives you that unlimited space for you to store all of this. But it's more. GotBackup allows you to do something called email system. You see, if you have a company, you have a business, you have a clientele, clients, customers. One way you can contact them is through text message, WhatsApp, or email. Which one is more professional? Please type it there for me. WhatsApp, text message, email. Which is more professional? Is it E? Is it W? Or is it T? Which one? Which is more professional? Okay, type it there for me. Okay, type it there. Which is more professional? And you see, when we say professionalism, it means you can add your picture, you can write information, you can text, you can sign up, and it's not just thank you. Okay, if you have typed something, it means that you're on the pathway to becoming a great person in this project. It's not just the professionalism of you being able to send a lot of messages, but you are making yourself available. GotBackup allows you to professionally send an email to over as many people as you can. The last time I checked, the cheapest one that would allow you to do email sending, you have to pay $36 every month. GotBackup allows you to send a bulk email at no extra cost. Still, you are paying only that same $100 a year. You are not just sending the email bulk, you are personalizing the email. It's called email personalization. You see, email personalization is where you say, hello, Kofi. But you didn't actually write Kofi. You said, hello, something, subscriber's first name. And the artificial intelligence algorithm will allow Kofi to receive it as hello, Kofi. It will allow Emily to receive it as hello, Emily. It will allow Johnny to receive it as hello, Johnny. So 1 million people, every one of them will get his personal name or his full name used. GotBackup allows you to use the integrated email system to send a bulk email to as many people as possible. You can even automate the email. You can say that I want this email to go every Monday. I want this email to go every Tuesday. I want this email to go every Wednesday. I want this email to go once a year. I want this email to go twice a month. And it will do that for 30 years. You forget it, and automatically it will be happening. All of these at the cost of $100 a year. That is the beauty. GotBackup has a beautiful system of automation. So wherever you are in the world, you can do that. It has a military-grade encryption and security. The security system is just like Google, it's just like Amazon, it's just like all the top gigantic institutions in the world. It has the same military-grade encryption and security. That means that your data is highly secure and highly valuable. GotBackup will give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So all of these at the cost of what? $100 a year. But there's more. You see, GotBackup is the only company in the world that pays you for using the service in the cloud space. I want to repeat that. It is the only company in the world that pays you money. Can you imagine you go to a restaurant, you buy food, and after buying the food, you recommended that restaurant to someone to go and eat there. And then the people will send money into your bank account for recommending that. Can you imagine? That's strange. GotBackup. You see, I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. I have recommended over the 13 years, I recommended Dropbox to 30 people, 89 people. 89. Some of them were my colleague researchers and my students. I told them to use Dropbox. I was never paid $1. 13 years. I changed from Dropbox. I started using GotBackup, and I even paid smaller amount. Dropbox, I was paying $120. GotBackup, I'm paying $100. And just in 3 months, I have made an income way more than 6 times my salary. You didn't hear that. I said, just in 3 months, I have made more income, more than 6 times my salary. Because GotBackup is paying me for recommending their service, just recommending to people. You see, wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, whilst it remains a secret. Why would somebody complain of his salary when GotBackup will allow you to earn more income than your salary? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. And the reason why many don't do well in life is because they see these opportunities and they blow it away. Blow it away. They will tell you, oh, no, it's not true. Let me give you a secret. I have a professor colleague. When I told him about this, he told me that, Kweku, you are joking. You think that's how the world is? You see, everybody thinks he's smart. That's what the world is. Everybody thinks they know everything. You are struggling. You are going through challenges in life. You are going through problems in life. You see, the word risk is a powerful word if you turn it the other way around. A professor friend of mine in Oxford, he said that those who take risks make 2 mistakes. Those who don't take risks make 2 mistakes. So what do? Everything is risky anyway. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not because it's fun. On the day of delivery, the child can die, the woman can die. Still, women are giving birth by heart. Take chances. So let me show you the 3 incomes that one can make in GotBackup. Number 1, you can make direct income. Number 2, you can make matching check. Number 3, you can make team income. Let's take the first one, direct income. Direct income is very simple. Once you have started the GotBackup, all you got to do is to tell friends and families, recommend it to them. Look, it's not by force. They don't have to do it. If you are brand new here and we are recommending the GotBackup to you, hey, you don't have to do it. It's not by force. If you want to use iCloud, you can continue to use iCloud. If you want to use Dropbox, you can continue. If you want to use Google Drive, you can continue. But the thing is that, why will I use them when I can get more space at a cheaper price? Once a person decides to use the GotBackup, you are paid $45 if the person takes the annual pack. Finish. $45. Okay. If a person pays the annual pack, if the person goes for the annual pack is $140 for the whole year. The 40 is just the one time, and the 100 is what I said is what you pay every year. It's simple. There's no secrecies. $140 for the whole year. Subsequent years, you pay only 100 for the service. 100 for the service. But before that 1 year will end, I have made way more than 40 times that $140 I paid. It's called direct. Now, this has nothing to do with whether these people will do the project or they will not do the project. Whether or not they will do the project, you will get paid because they got the GotBackup. That's it. Now, the second income is called matching. So this is a $45. It's actually $44.97. Okay. The second income is known as matching check. Now, the matching check is when those that you have recommended a GotBackup to, if they decide, now it's not by force for them to do the project, but if they decide to do the project, you will get another income every month. I'm telling you, this income is crazy. It is 25% of the income they make. See, I'm still doing my job. I have recommended GotBackup to over 100 people. I'm getting 25% of the income people are making every month. And I'm still using my service. You will get that income every single month. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you've recommended 20 business partners. Each one is making $200. I mean, it's a joke to be making $200 because there's over several people who are using mobile phones. So $200 is nothing. You should go 1,000, but let's start with 200. So each one of your people are making $200. 20 people, 20. Remember, within the period of 3.5 months, I have gotten over 100. So you can get more. Okay? But let's say 20. You get 20 people. Each one is making $200. It means that on each one, you will get 25% of their income. They will not take the money from their income, but the company will calculate that and give it to you. So it means that on each person, you get $50. And multiply by the 20, you get $1,000 every month, $1,000 every month, $1,000 every month, because they are making $200 every month. You see, life does not reward you because you wish God come into your life. God has already come into your life. In fact, he has come into the life of people who did not even invite him. It is about you taking the advantage that he's here. He's giving me this opportunity. I want to do it. Come hell or high water. It doesn't matter the end. I've got to do what I got to do to be able to make my family and myself proud. Matching check. Imagine each of your 20 people, each of them is making $2,000. That means you'll be making $10,000. Would that make a difference? Change it to your currency, the exchange rate, and then convert it to your local currency. You will see that is not a small boy. In fact, there are some of us here, there are some on this call. When you start earning $10,000 a month, your sneezing level will change. If you have been sneezing, it will change. Because that sort of income is an income that only business people tend to earn. That is called matching check. Now, the third income is called team bonus, binary team bonus. Is an income you earn because of not much work you have done. In fact, as the name sounds, is an income you are earning because of the team's effort. Let me give you an idea. Let's say that you join GotBackup and you have been able to introduce only 2 people, only 2. But the team, before you join, let's say I joined before you, and you have introduced 2, and I have recommended GotBackup to 300 people. And these 300 people, I place all of them on your one of the legs, all of them. And another person is doing the same thing on the other leg. We have a power leg and a pay leg. What is going to happen is that you are going to be earning on all my 300 people in addition to your 2 persons. In other words, you are taking advantage or you are leveraging on my effort. Even though you don't know the people I have recommended a GotBackup, you still earn on them every month. Every month. Now imagine the number is growing currently. GotBackup does not even have 50,000 people in the world. We just started. We just scratched the surface. What do you think will happen by a year's time? 2 years. By the time we are multi-billion-dollar. Where? Look at the number. And if you thought for once it's not going to happen, it's because you don't understand data. I'm the head of artificial intelligence. I know data analytics so well, and I know that AI will take over the world. And AI can never work without data. Right now, there's an insider information. You know how people are taking pictures and videos and posting them on social media? Something is about to happen in the year 2025 that will shake the foundation of the social media world. People would need a storage in the clouds. As we speak now, pen drive have got expiry date. External hard drive have all got expiry date. Cloud does not have expiry date. I'm not going into the details of this one, but it just means that anytime 6 people join your team, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, you now make something we call a cycle. Another 6, okay? You have 12 on people, and then you got 12 on one side, another 6 on one side. You make another cycle. Each cycle is worth $6 to $12. And so let's assume a cycle is $10. Anytime you create a cycle, you earn $10. Imagine you've created 1,000 cycles, that is $10,000. Of course, as the number is growing, and the number is not growing because of your effort. The number is not going to grow because of your effort. It's going to grow not because of your effort, but because of the effort of everybody. And so whether you agree or not, your income will grow. You just have to do your little part and stay on track every time. It's called wisdom. It's wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious when it's a secret. It's called vision. Vision is who you are by virtue of what you see. There's a guy called Paul Getty. He says that I will take advantage of 1,000 people's effort than take advantage of my 1,000 efforts. Facebook is Facebook because the man didn't create the Facebook and only shared pictures with himself and his family. Only him and his family. No. He decided to open the floodgate for everybody to share pictures. That is why Facebook is a billionaire. That is why Mark is a billionaire. Anytime you do something inwardly to yourself, you don't get anything. When you speak it out, when you vomit it out, you are able to get a lot. So the more you spread the message across, the more you will be watered. Achievement is about you. Success is not about you. Success is not about you. It's about other people. Legacy is about others when you are dead. This is a one-time income. $100 a year, $40 one time. So together it's $140. Now, if you are struggling to get $140, I'm telling you, that is even the more reason why you should do this project. Because $140 is so small that if you are struggling, if you think it's too much money, then you are broke. Then it means you need income. You need income. And I'm telling you right now, this thing might probably be the only thing you might need to supplement your income. Time is coming, people are going to make $5,000 every month. Every month. 10,000. It's already happening. $10,000 every month. We've not even scratched the surface. I'm telling you, look, listen. Dropbox, which we beat them 13 times. Dropbox has 700 million people. About 20 million of them are paying for the Dropbox. Google Drive has 1 billion people. About 30 million of those people are paying. iCloud has about 900 million people. About 30 million people are paying. GotBackup, we just started. These companies have been around for years. We just started. And the rate at which we are going, we are even in countries that Dropbox is not in. Meanwhile, Dropbox has been there years. We are in 120 countries. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I understand. Okay, this number has changed. I need to change it. We are in 120 countries currently. And the little you do in GotBackup, you'll be recognized. You make it $20, at least $20, you become a bronze. At least you make $250, you become a copper. You make at least $500, you become a silver. You make at least $1,000, you become a gold. You make at least 200. Oh man, look at it. And there are some of us here who are bronzes, who are coppers, who are gold. Please, if you are bronze, type B for me. If you are copper, type C for me. If you are silver, type S for me. If you are gold, type it there, because you got to make a declaration for yourself before the rest will be better. You see, you got to be honored. You got to show yourself that you are grateful for where you are before you can go to where you want to be. So if you are copper, type C for me. If you are gold, type G for me. If you are silver, type S for me. If you are bronze, type B for me. Be proud of who you are now before you can manifest who you want to be. Who you are is just your nature. Who you are is just your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. Roland is copper. Please give it to him. Let's give him a big round of applause. Esther is the first African gold. Okay? Dorothy is the second silver in Africa. Okay? Felix is bronze. James is bronze. Okay, all of these people have started, and you see, we are beginning. The next time you're not going to see these people as bronze, copper. You're going to see them as See, now I have bypassed the level of the gold. I've gone past the level of platinum. I have just passed the level of a sapphire. The next time you will hear that I'm an emerald, making $10,000. And then you say, how did it happen? It happened because I have already seen myself there. You can go all the way to a black diamond, making $1 million. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible for one of us here, including you, don't take yourself out, one of us here to become a black diamond? If you want to become a black diamond, type in the BD for me. Black diamond. Black diamond is someone who has grown leaders, who has built an organization of $1 million. Okay? That is what we mean about black diamond. Type BD there as a black diamond. Prove to yourself that you can see it in your mind before you can feel it in your hand. You see, life does not reward you according to your wishes. Life rewards you according to your knowledge. You got to know that you are there before you are there. You see, the destination must be clear in your mind so that the potholes will not matter on the road. I believe so strongly in what I am pursuing. I hope you do. And you have to, because GotBackup does so many great things, and the things that are about to come is incredible. Personalized referral link. It's the first company I've seen that gives you a personalized referral link, a personalized landing page, your emailing system, your marketing tools, your regular presentation. In fact, everything I'm presenting here, you have it. You have support. Now, they have introduced wallet. They're about to introduce crypto for those who want. You still have your bank account. They send the money into your bank account. If you're wondering whether they get paid, if I show you some of my income, you might collapse. Do this. It is time for you to recognize that we have a product everybody needs. We have a business anyone can afford. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself enough is enough. I'm done complaining to the government. I'm done complaining that my family is not in a good shape. I'm done complaining that I need to travel abroad before my life will be better. I'm done complaining. It is time. Type it there. It is time to move from the gutters of life to the grace of life. It is time. It's time for you to visit places that you only see in James Bond movies. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself that with or without school, with or without university degree, with or without higher education, I will make it because I have an understanding of where I'm going. It is time. It is time to turn your dreams into realities, not into nightmares. Can you be having nightmares so much long? It is time. It is time to tell yourself that I'm going to take this risk. Whatever happens should happen. What is it? Okay, after I can lose the money, I can lose it, and then what? And then what? I'm going to do it. Come hell or high water. I'm going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've realized that nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. I'm telling you. If you're not willing to take risks, you will never make it in anything. Anything. For example, marriage is a risk. You got to take. Because when you go into the marriage, it gets to a point, it becomes a tribulation. That's why Apostle Paul says those who marry will find tribulations in their flesh. So sometimes, but you knew that you were going to find that, but you take the risk and you go through it and you sustain yourself in it. That is life. Life doesn't reward you without pain. Look, if anybody were to tell you that you can achieve life without pain, tell the person it's called lotto. It's called lotto. I was in KFC the other day, and I saw a guy with his Lamborghini. He came out of the car. You know the Lamborghini, the door opens and goes up. I saw him, and I said, wow, he looks like you're living your dream. He told me that, no, it's all lottery. I said, are you kidding me? He was blunt. He said, no, honestly, it's a lottery. He won an income of 900,000 pounds and decided to go and buy second-hand Lamborghini. And he said, before he was given that money, they told him to watch videos of 5 people who have won similar money. And as he watched the video, he saw he's in trouble. In fact, the video showed the life of these people before winning the lottery and 1 to 5 years after winning the lottery. Their life was either gone back to what it was before winning the lottery, or it's gone worse after winning close to $1 million. Why? And I'll tell you why. Money doesn't like people who look for money. Write it down. Money hates those who look for money. Actually, money chases and loves those who create value. That guy had not created value. All the people that won the lottery have not brought any valuable thing to the marketplace. That's why they lost it all. You got to give before you can take. There is more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. Your value will command its own return. And so as long as you are willing to take the opportunity of a lifetime and give value to the world. You see, somebody has created a GotBackup. Yours is to give it to the world. Do not think about what somebody will say about it. Yours is to tell the world. Tell them, look, I go to my social media. I tell people about it. Some tell me, I don't care. Because eventually, these same people, let me tell you, in 2003, Mark Elliott Zuckerberg in Harvard dormitory called 5 friends into a room and told them that, guys, we are going to make some faces in a book. And we'll take it from Harvard here, we'll take it to Stanford, we'll go to Yale, we'll go to Massachusetts, we'll go to Boston, we'll go to, top class universities. As he was talking, 3 of the guys walked out of the room. 2003, September. The 2 guys who stayed with Mark Zuckerberg in 2004, February 4, Facebook was established. Within a year, it has gone to all the universities in the United States. The 2 guys who stayed with Mark Zuckerberg today are not billionaires. They are multi-billionaires. The 3 guys who left that room were interviewed by CNN some time ago, and they were in tears. I told you, the wisest man who ever lived in the world and happens to be the wealthiest man also who ever lived is King Solomon. He said something. He said, by the way, he was giving knowledge. He was not giving wisdom. He was giving knowledge, but he applied that knowledge, which became wisdom, because wisdom is the application of knowledge. Knowledge can stay in your head, just like computer, just like knowledge, information can stay in the head of a computer. Computer is knowledgeable, but a computer is broke. You can be a knowledgeable broke, a knowledgeable poor. And King Solomon said it. He says, how can you be poor when you have wisdom, when you have knowledge? How can you have a land and still be broke? It's because you do not have the quality of knowledge to take the food from the land. And so King Solomon says, okay, he applied, of course, his wisdom, his knowledge, and then it became wisdom. That's why Queen of Sheba actually paid him a lot of money, and she got back in return. The point I'm trying to say is that knowledge creates value. Value creates money. Don't look for money in your life again. Please don't do that. Look for knowledge. Learning. It is the foundation of wealth. And please let me share something with you. Wealth is not all about money. In fact, wealth is made up of 8 things. The last thing on the pyramid of wealth is money. At the top of wealth is integrity. In Genesis chapter 13, verse 1 and 2, you will see, it says it clearly. It says, Abraham became wealthy with gold, with livestock. And so, you see, it's not like it's deliberate. You cannot be wealthy unless you are a business person. That's for another day. I'll show you. You can't. You got to be a business person. That is where wealth is created, because business allows you to bring your value to the marketplace. And so if somebody has made this GotBackup for you, you don't just go around, add your value, add your value to what has been given to you, and make sure you send that value to the marketplace. And you will command money. You don't need the money. Even if you don't need the money will come to you because your value has gone up. Value command. And so Abraham was wealthy. In fact, when I did a calculation of his income, he was worth over $250 million. He had an army. Abraham had an army. The army was so powerful that when his nephew Lot was captured by the 5 Canaanite kings, he took a private army to go and rescue Lot and killed all the kings. If you are not a wealthy man, you can't do that. Wealthy man here means you have the knowledge, the integrity, the humility, the kindness, the wisdom, the virtue, the value, and finally the money. Until what you know becomes what you do, you don't know anything. Until what you do benefits you, what you do is useless. But you cannot do something to benefit you unless you know. So when you know, it must benefit you. Then when it benefits you, you can benefit other people. So you cannot tell me that you're a professor of knowledge, of accounting, a professor of marketing, a professor of medicine, and still be broke. It is not possible. It is not possible. And if I go deeper, you see that it's not possible. You can't. It's against the law of knowledge. Because by just being knowledgeable, even when you speak, it will gravitate, the word will gravitate towards you. And that is why King Solomon became wealthy. He became wealthy because by virtue of his knowledge, as he spoke, the people, the kings of Arabia were coming. The Queen of Sheba was coming. Okay, all the Mediterranean kingdoms, they were coming to listen to his knowledge. And it was this that gave him the wealth. Because he gave value to them. In fact, Queen of Sheba testified that I have heard, but when I came, I have seen more than I have heard. It is time for you to add your value to what you have. And how do you get the value? Today, I'm going to share just one thing for all of us, just one. And the value is this. You have something unique inside you. There's an African proverb that says that if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. So if you feel that something is not working well, the problem is within. Something is not working well. You are not working well. Your capacity, your being is not working well. Because you are a be, do, have. That's how you are. You are a be, do, have. You got to become before you can do, before you can have. You cannot have plenty if you are doing little. And you cannot do little if you are nothing. If you have become nothing. If you become nothing, you will do nothing and you will have nothing. So each time you are not having what you wish you have, it simply means that you are not doing what you got to do. And that's because you have not become what you got to become. You need learning. You need knowledge to be able to cement the foundation. I'm telling you, your unique value proposition will help you to rise up. GotBackup has given us a wonderful opportunity. Stay on the course of it. Use it. Learn from the intricacies of how this business is done. And make sure that within a year, you will affect many people in the world. And for those of you who are brand new here, I'm telling you, take this thing serious. You know why? Because you will. You will. You know why you will? Because you are using a smartphone. And you know why you will? Because you are using a smartphone. Because you will come to see that most of the people around you are getting paid for using a smartphone. You see, you are using a smartphone and you are rather paying people. You are paying people. You are paying people. But why would I use a smartphone and rather pay people instead of getting paid? Ladies and gentlemen, now every month I am making about $2,000 every month, okay, minimum, because I am using a mobile phone. That's minimum. A time is coming, I'll be making $10,000. A time is coming, I'll be making $100,000. A time is coming, I'll be making $1 million every month because I understand. I have the knowledgeable understanding of the future. You see, vision is who you are by virtue of what you see. I have a clear vision. You see, in the life of a visionary man, there's nothing called luck. A visionary man doesn't lack even in the moment of earthquake, tornadoes, typhoons, and hurricanes. That person has an understanding that it shall pass. It shall pass. This is, you see, a lot of people thought that COVID-19 will never end. Some people thought it's the end of the world. But what in that same period, some were making inventions, some were changing the world. Whilst others were complaining and dwelling on the problem, others were applying their intellectual acumen, the knowledge, to be able to change the world. They were making inventions of medicines. They were making inventions of, vaccinations. I know a guy, he changed his entire business and went into face masks and vaccination when you are traveling abroad. He became multi, he almost close to $1 billion. No matter what is going on in your life, remember you can make your life better. That's a point. Do not dwell on what is not working. Dwell on what is working and what will work. What if it don't all work? Well, you become better because your mind begins to see the possibility. See, let me tell you, the reason why Jesus was able to say, Father, forgive them, it was not because he was not feeling pain. No. It wasn't because he wasn't feeling pain. No, okay? He was feeling pain. No. But the thing is that his knowledge, his mind was not feeling the pain. Now, let me tell you why the brain works. I told you that the brain is the last thing to die in the human cell. And do you know why? Let me give you a scenario. Let's say that you are walking and you step on a nail. The moment you say, ouch, you felt the nail on your leg, but then there is a stimuli between your leg and your brain. And that stimuli, the brain is what recognizes the pain. That is only when you felt that ouch. So the brain is the last stimuli of the human body. It's the last molecular, atomic particle to feel pain. And in order for you to appreciate this, let me give you a scenario. Have you ever hurt somewhere in your body, maybe on your forehead, and blood is coming, but you're not aware that blood is coming? It's called the law of awareness. It's big, it's deep. Okay? And this is a principle I used to be able to see where I'm going. In the law of awareness, because you're not aware, the blood is coming, but you're not feeling the pain. And the reason why you're not feeling the pain is because you are not what? Aware. And so as you were walking, and then somebody says, ouch, Esther, it looks like you are in a lot of pain. There's blood all over your forehead. And he said, me? No, I don't have blood on my forehead. And he said, no, look into the mirror. So you went and looked into the mirror. Immediately, you saw a lot of blood on your forehead. What happens? Now you begin to feel the pain that you were not feeling because you are aware of the pain. But before, you were not aware. What do I mean by aware? The awareness happened in your brain. Your brain is split into 6 parts. And because the first part of the brain has not received awareness, you were not even feeling that pain that you were supposed to feel. What is the point? The point is that whatever you are dwelling on, it magnifies. Whatever you focus on becomes bigger. If you are focusing on negativity, impossibilities, the impossibilities become bigger in your mind. And you quit or you don't push because it's not even possible in the first place. And so you are learning exams. The exams, you feel that, this course is hard. It's difficult. I know. Come on. Now, because your brain is aware that it's difficult, that's it. It will translate your program. It will go into your actions. Your action will lead to the result. And the result will happen and you are failed. And once you have failed, you become a champion. You become even more confident that you are not even good in the thing. And that is what makes a lot of people stop it. But once you detach your mind from that awareness of the negative thing, that is why my mind always go into something that are positive. For example, I know in my head, in my brain, that I'm a black diamond. I know I will become emerald very soon. I know. I mean, what I see, I know. I also know I'll become a ruby. I also know I will move to a diamond and become a blue diamond. I know red diamond will happen, and I know I'll become a diamond. And that knowledge is stimulating my mind. I told you this. The brain does not like to think. That is why it thinks. Let me ask you a question, and I'm about to end because time is gone. Here's the point. What is 2 times 2? Please type it there. I want to end with this. What is 2 times 2? Ladies and gentlemen, give me some answers, give me some answers, give me some answers. Okay, what's 2 times 2? I hope most of you know the answer. Now, if you said 4, I can tell you that you didn't think. It's called memory. And because it is memory, you give the answer without using the brain. Now watch this. What is 256 times 724? The speed at which you wrote that for, write it again. Now, at this stage, even if you try to think, the files are not there. The brain doesn't like that. The brain doesn't like to go and think about 452 times 700. It doesn't like that. And so what does the brain do? It looks for an easy way. So some of you will pick up your phone and will start typing the answer. Because the person doesn't want to use what? The brain. But the brain made the phone. So the brain is faster than the phone. And so the people that do well in the world, this is what they do. They don't, so the answer, the easy one is called memory. They don't go into memory lane. They go into imagination. They go into imagination. So the moment you ask 256 times that, they begin to now imagine. They put the words and the numbers together. And again, this applies to everything. For example, in marriage, okay, if somebody tells you that this marriage, from the way it is going to be rough. The moment you know your spouse has done something wrong with you, no, your mind goes, yeah, to be rough, because already it's becoming rough. But when your mind now begin to think about the possibility of it not being rough because of certain things, you will now begin to expand your mind. And as you expand your mind, you begin to see the same thing. The people who live on memory suffer. The people who live on imagination, they thrive. In the world of value creation, imagination is at the top. There are 4 levels of value. The top is imagination. The next is communication. The next is unification. And the final one is implementation. 97% of the world population are implementers. They want to do. They just want somebody to give it to them. They don't want to think. A lazy man is not a physical man. A lazy man is a man who is lazy in the mind, but hard working in the physical body. So the people who are imaginators of the world, because you know why they are imaginators? Because they were created in the image of God. You see, the word image, the word imagination comes from the word image. And the word imagine is like creation. So if I tell you, I want you to imagine, it means that I want you to create. Creation happens here. And the greatest of creation is God. And so as you begin to imagine and to create, you begin to see things before others can see it. It is the power of that mind that makes the imaginators become billionaires. And there are only 2,887 of them in the world. They are not even up to 3,000 because they are the imaginators of the world. As you begin to learn the power of imagination, and that's for later, you will see that everything is possible within the mental frame. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the entire Kabbalah. Okay, tomorrow is the deadline for the Power Line Capital. If today is your first time, please go and register with GotBackup. It will serve you good, I'm telling you. Okay? And for those who have already registered, please stay on the course that you took. The last chapter of your life is not written yet. In fact, chapter 1 has a lot of grammatical errors. Chapter 2 has not started. Chapter 4, chapter 7, before the last chapter. So remember that you are the beginner and you are among the creme de la creme. You are at the early bed. Do not let the speed at which you are running slow down. When an aeroplane is taking off, it flies at the choppers of feet so that it can throttle and move up 100%. Do not joke with what you have in your hand. It can change the mental and the family life that you have. So tomorrow is a deadline for the power line cutoff. Go and do all you can to get your people. See, many people have been paid as well. Some of them told you that at the end of the month, they have been paid. Today is the end of the month. Go tell them that it is important for them to come. Remind them, let them know the importance of they taking this decision. Tell them they will never lose that money because within a month, if they listen to our teaching, they will do well. First of all, if they think they can't, they should connect the people to us. We will do the heavy lifting for them. Learn as much as you can because a lot are relying on you. If you fail, they have failed. If you win, they have won. Make yourself proud. Thank you all very much indeed. Thank you so much indeed for being on this call. It's been a joy. It's been a joy having